Alright, back at it again. A little bit later than usual today. I feel like the streams have been getting later and later recently. Not sure why that is. But that do be the case. Looks like there's actually a small queue today. I mean, there's usually a queue, but this one's not like instantaneously popping. You have to actually sit here for a little bit. So plan today, I think, is to just do Paladin Quest to start, and then we'll keep going with the main story. Since we did finally hit 50. Crap. I need to do something really quick. I'll be right back. I'll be like 30 seconds or something. Okay, there we go. Should be good to go now. Okay, I guess we're going to the bunny. Now we want to go to, what was it? The Royal something? Chamber of Rule. Can never remember what that place is called. Alright, this is it. I think we get to finally see the conclusion to what's going on with that paladin who quote-unquote deserted. I feel like, I don't know, something interesting is going to happen, probably. Poison Heart. Gentleman wishes to assign you your most daunting trial yet. I feel like if this is another trial to go kill random monsters, I feel like we're going to meet the paladin out there at some point. Welcome, friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I have been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Solkzegel was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultan Sworn met with untimely deaths, but strangely our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favor of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondale's frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night in the barracks, but in nearly every case there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison, carefully and visibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of the monetarists. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled the devious assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultan's sworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, the most capable of the Sultan Sworn who might become future comrades, all of them slain by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Solkzegel to become the Sultan Sworn's youngest captain in a century. The Monetaries are plotting to kill the best and bravest of the Sultan's Sworn to purge its ranks of greatness and to enervate so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Solzagil remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss when men better than him had succumbed? There can be only one explanation. He was the monetarist cat's paw, the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down than ever before. While I continue my investigation, I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the gallant armor, the legendary raiments worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultan's Sworn. In accordance with the Sultan's Sworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanalan. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultan's Sworn themselves if you are to claim their armor. Oh, that's kind of strange. Alright. Okay, looks like there's nothing new there. Okay, so his story sounds like somewhat reasonable, but I feel like there's probably like another side to it, maybe, that we haven't gotten to experience. But yeah, let's go ahead and start finding out where we're supposed to go here. So, Poison Heart. It said it was scattered throughout southern Thanalan. Oh, it's all in the one area. That's kind of convenient, actually, because for the warrior quest, it was literally scattered all over the freaking world. You had to go to, like, multiple different zones. This one looks like you just go to a couple of places and then you're good to go. Oh, it's this music. I do like this music quite a bit. I think this is one of the only good things about Thanalan. Not many good things to say about Thanalan, but this music is one of the few things you can appreciate, I think. Oh wait, men in shimmering white armor beckon to you. Oh, is this guy? Oh, he's a caster, I didn't realize. I don't know why we had to, like, kill members of the Sultana to obtain armor. But I guess that's what we need to do. I'm guessing we're quote-unquote knocking them out, right? This is all just part of the trial. Oh, that's stun though. I just realized also that Circle of Scorn, it doesn't require any resource, it's just a free AoE attack, so your burst potential in Paladin is actually quite high. Like, I don't think the burst potential is as high as a warrior with full beast gauge, but if you're starting from 0 resource and you pop Fight or Flight and then you pop these 2 right after, I feel like that burst potential is pretty big. It's not bad. I think we're taking kind of an awkward route to get to where we need to go. Oh, you can actually drop down here. Never mind, I guess. I guess this is actually a pretty good way to go. Alright. There's one more piece. It's up top, I think. Oh, I think I know where that is, actually. I think that's next to that temple where all those undead dudes are shambling around. Yeah, it's right up there. It's a little bit of a trek to go all the way around. It looks like they're a lot closer on the map than they actually are. But this is seriously nothing compared to the warrior one. For some reason, I feel like the warrior one, it was either in like multiple quests, or like you definitely had to go to multiple zones. I forget if it was across multiple quests too, though. I think it might have been. That stun is really annoying. Alright. Obtain the gallant armor. Oh wait, that's only... It's only the 4 pieces though, so I guess he's gonna make us do something special for the chest. I guess that's like the ritual that you go through. He'll be like, but if you want the 5th piece, then you have to jump through this hoop. And then we might give it to you. But I might take it back though, because it's a really cool piece of armor. Actually, I never noticed, but they've got a lot of Easter decorations down there. Actually, maybe I did notice that. I'm not sure. I think we scouted that out on the first day of the event. Actually, yeah, I remember being really excited about that, like, fountain of eggs. Feels like that was a really long time ago. Good. The armor is yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills, and now you are ready to face Soxagil the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. Okay. Parley in the Sigoli. Genlin wishes to know if you are ready to face Solgzagil. I hope I'm saying his name right. I feel like that's gotta be the way you say it. The recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan's Sworn. I have told Solgzagil that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he shall be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs in the Scotty Desert. Give me your map and I will mark the location. Oh no, not Forgotten Springs. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain the Monetaris will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monetaris discover Solgzagil is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do not to anyone. Should we travel separately so as not to, or we should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. Alright. Well, I guess we gotta go to Forgotten Springs, unfortunately. This is not a very exciting zone. It's kind of neat. I don't mind the Mikote tribe hanging out here. It's just, I wasn't too impressed by the quests that they ended up giving us in this area. They were a little bit boring, but I think I've already talked about that a lot on other episodes. The zone itself is kind of okay though, like I don't really mind having one zone with a lot of sand. There's a certain something to running through a desert on a chocobo. Also, this zone does have, what is it? I think it's got like mithril ore in it, which is kind of nice. Even though it's on the other side of the map, which is a little bit annoying. Alright. I guess we didn't have to run too far for this. So you dared to come. You are a brazen one, I'll grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultan's Sworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the monetarists. Confess. With your dying breath you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Do you dare accuse my own Sultan Sworn of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound by the brotherhood by our oath. Bound in brotherhood by our oath, I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the paladin that the traitor Solxagil gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such you are bound by a code of honor that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Well, this is not exactly playing out exactly as I might have imagined, but I guess this is what we're dealing with then. Save whatever dignity you have left and accept your fate. Confess, damn you, confess. How dare you use our arts against us? But you taught them to me. How can you say this? You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman. You're superior in every way. You were blinded, Genlins, by your own conviction. Genlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultan Sworn. Those men were assassins in service to the monetarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar, you are the agent. You betrayed us for them. You were always naive, Genlins, too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think, the information you uncovered, how did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monetarist lapdogs. Genlins, you have been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then you never were, then you were never a traitor. You were innocent. I have wronged you. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, but we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think perhaps that you are not aware just how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. The words of Solxagil have awoken the memories of paladins past. Okay. Speak with Genlins and Ulda. Okay, I guess we're just going straight back then. Interesting. That did not play out the way I thought it was going to play out whatsoever. That was a little bit more kind of like heavy-handed than I thought it would be. Oh, also, hey, what's up, Falcon? Saw you made it through Garuda. That's a fun part of the story. Yeah, that was really good. I like that. I liked Sid's introduction also. Or like, the introduction to Sid's character. Because we've kind of quote-unquote known Sid for a while, but you don't really get to see a whole lot about like what he was doing a lot of the time, so that was kind of neat also. You kind of get lulled into a false sense of security, thinking it'll just be a primal fight. Then Darth Vader turns up riding Mechagodzilla and everything goes off the rails. Yeah, no, that was completely unexpected. Although, I was expecting it to be like a somewhat intense fight, because Garuda was supposed to be the most powerful out of the three. But we can talk about it a little bit more here in just a second. Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I am recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal. But far more important than that, Solxagil is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain a captain of the elite, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the Monoterrors and restore the Sultan's Sword to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide my time, marshal my strength, and, when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies. Okay, and we get cover. Take all damage intended for another party member as long as said member remains within 10 yawns. Does not activate with a certain attacks. Dude, that's pretty friggin' badass though. The only trouble is, I guess you have to be level 50 to use this. Or no, wait, you have to be level 45, I guess. I feel like this would be useful at lower levels for like players that like aren't as good. It would be good in like, I've had some parties where some party members have wiped on stupid stuff. I feel like this would be really useful in lower level dungeons to like soak up damage for them, but I guess anyways, as long as it's a level 45 or higher dungeon you could do that. So that's kind of nice. Oh, also I didn't realize, but that's only the level 45 quest. We still have the level 50 one to do. I didn't realize that was all part of the same level 45 quest. I thought that was both of them. So then we still have more to go. Okay. Cover doesn't get used much because you'll basically get a better version later, but niche uses, sometimes you can just save someone's life. Yeah. And like, I don't know, if you're in like a really desperate situation where everyone's gonna die anyways, then I don't know, it feels like maybe it might be better if you just take all the damage. You can like save the healer or something. I don't know where exactly I would put this though. Probably not here, because I'm guessing this is where Invuln will go. So I don't know, maybe we'd put it like here or something. I don't know, I'll have to work out where this goes. Looks like Paladin has even more abilities at this point than Warrior does. I'd probably put it somewhere over here, I guess. Anyways. It's mostly for emergency healer saving. Yeah, it kind of feels that way. Or maybe for like some like tank shenanigans or something, if you have multiple tanks in a raid. Keeping the oath. Jenland's wishes to bid you farewell. Huh? Welcome, Paladin. I had hoped to see you before I left. You remained a true friend even after the wrongs I did to you, and I owe you my trust, so I will tell you everything I have learned. After our encounter in the hills, I spent some time in the care of Solxagil, recovering from my wounds. As I convalesced, he gave me the true account of what happened these last few years in his solitary war against the Monoterrors. After he went into hiding, he tried to get word to me about what was happening, but I was surrounded by agents in the pay of the Monoterrors who kept me isolated and ignorant. They planted the lies that Solxagil was a traitor and tricked me into tracking him down. I was their puppet, twitching obediently at the end of the strings they pulled. But when I discovered that Death's Embrace had been behind the demise of my brothers and sisters, they panicked, especially when they found out I had shared the information with you. They set a trap for us and baited it with the promise of a parley with Solxagil. Solxagil was no traitor, as I should have well known, but I allowed myself to be deceived by the whispers of the mummers and flatters, and no, that was not the way of it. It was not their lies that made me blind, but my desire, nay, obsession, to restore our honor. For the Sultan Sworn and all paladins who have bent the knee to a higher cause, honor is a means to an end, not the end itself. I lost sight of that, and in doing so lost sight of my true duty. Solxagil understood what was happening, and that is why he gave you the soul of the paladin. It was a remonstration, a message. Look how adventurers live, he was telling me. Where does their honor, their authority come from? I owe my position to the machinations of the monetarists. They calculated that a young captain eager to prove his loyalty, bound by unquestioning fealty, would be the easier to control. They were right. I am a sham and a fake. The world does not know that, and even the illusion of power is a power of sorts. I can use it to fight back. I will tell my subordinates that I am fleeing to Snowcloak and Corthus. When the monetarists hear of this, as they surely will, they will send assassins after me again. But when they show their hand, I will stand my ground and fight back. I realize you may wish to offer your assistance, however I cannot in good conscience put you in harm's way anymore. You too have become a target of the Cabal's assassinations. The odds will be against me, that much is certain, but Solxagil has taught me much, and if I am brave and vigilant, I know I can triumph. I'm sorry you have been caught up in our own political struggles, but now, as a paladin, it is time you traveled your own path. Ah yes, Solxagil wished to have a word with you as well. You will find him in central Thanalin. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Central Thanalin. Wait, so this guy is literally going all the way to Snowcloak and Corthus. And he's just gonna try to, like, fend off the assassins by himself. Okay. That seems a little bit bonkers. But alright, so we're going to Central Thanalin, I guess. I'm not sure where exactly. Keeping the oath. Oh, is this down on the... Is this in that, like, random cave? Or is this on the train tracks? I guess it's on the train tracks. I don't know. I don't know if Genlin's is long for this world if he's going to try to fend off all those assassins by himself. So I thought there was another NPC that stood here a long time ago for a different quest. I'm not sure if that was also a paladin quest. Actually, oh, I think it was, now that I think about it. I think this is for one of the gladiator quests. You come here with, like, some dude that, like, heals you, and you, like, fight off some bandits. Thank you for coming, Kai. We haven't much time, so I will be blunt. Genland will die if he faces death's embrace alone. Okay. I know what I must do, and I suspect you do as well. If you are the man I believe you to be, then we shall meet again soon. That's it? I guess we just came to have a secret meeting in a tunnel about, yeah, we probably had to go save Genlin's ass. I'm guessing we go to Corthus now, yeah? Follow Genlin to Snowcloak. Solxagil states plainly that Genlin will die if he faces the monetarist assassins alone, and he all but declares his intentions to follow Genlin to Snowcloak before departing. What you do next is up to you and your conscience. Well, I guess we're going here then. Just when you thought we were done with Corthus, they bring us back. That's cool. Corthus is a nice zone. If a little bit chilly. Oh, we have a very long walk ahead of us, though. We have to walk all the way past Fort or White Broom Front, I think it's called. That's okay. But yeah, the going back to Garuda and, like, Sid's introduction, I thought that was really well done. Wow, that's a lot of birdies. Holy crap. Many dragon birdies. Yeah, I sort of liked Sid's introduction. I thought they worded it in a kind of nice way. They almost made it sound as if like every player that's playing the game has like sort of their own struggles or whatever that they're kind of going through. And like they're all playing the game for like different reasons. They didn't state that outright. They said like every individual in Eorzea, but it's sort of like the way they worded it kind of sounded that way, which sounded kind of cool. And I sort of like this like motif they've been going with a little bit of like being too obsessed with stuff in the story and like having obsessions like blind you to like other aspects of life. I feel like that's also kind of an interesting thing that they weaved in. But also Darth Vader. I forget what his name is actually. It's I think it's Gaius, isn't it? I think I was able to remember that. Oh wait, what the heck? Oh dude, there's like random demons here. Okay. But yeah, that scene was also pretty awesome as well. And that's kind of our next objective for the main story also, is basically trying to, well, freeing the rest of the members of the Waking Sands, and then I guess presumably going to confront Darth Vader and his war machine. Gaius Van Balsar, the Black Wolf. Yeah, somehow I was able to remember his name fairly quickly. I think my mind assigns importance to names based on like how frequently characters are anticipated to come up. Like, cause like I think, what's the cloaked guy's name? I think it's like Lahabrius. I think that's his name, but I still feel like I have trouble remembering it perfectly because like he just comes up so spontaneously that my mind, for whatever reason, is just like, I know he's important, but like, until he becomes an actual regular threat and character, I just like, I can't register his name for some reason. It's really weird. And like, my mind does that with names in real life too. It's a very strange thing. I don't know. It's names in particular. It's a really strange thing. Anyways, we have these two demon dudes here. And also we can't talk to anyone either. So I guess we'll just have to find out what's going on through the cutscene. You as well. I told you to go to ground. This isn't your fight. First Toxigil, now you. Are you both so eager to die? You forget that we are paladins. Wheresoever our duty leads us, we go, and do so of our own free will. To abide by one's own sense of justice is to embrace the paladin's creed. Sworn or unsworn, we paladins true and we are paladins true, and the only true oath we swear is the one we swear to ourselves. Now come, let us stand shoulder to shoulder and show the black hearts the metal of our souls and the steel of our swords. This one's kind of cool. I suspected they would send minions, but Void sent? Ha, hardly a challenge for a trio of paladins. It's kind of neat that there's like a trio here of 3 paladins. It's kind of cool. Oh, I got stunned, I can't move. What is this? Oh, I'm petrified. I think I must have been standing in the AoE, maybe? Didn't look like I was, but I guess that was the case. I feel like this was a little bit less epic than the warrior one, but it wasn't bad. Surely the Monetarist would go to greater lengths than this. Those void sent were called forth by a mage who I suspect is observing as we speak. Spread out and search for anything unusual, but tread lightly, this could very well be a trap. Level question mark, huh? Oh, I can't mount here either. I guess we're still in the instance location. Oh, maybe over by this wall. Oh yeah, okay. He's a big deal, being the legatus of the 14th Legion, pretty much the top officer of the Holy Origin invasion now. Nail Van Darnus was the main bad guy in 1.0. The legatus of the, I think that's 7th Legion, was which was the main invading force. But they got mauled during the invasion and the final battle when Bahamut popped out of Dalamud. So now the 14th is here to try to pick up the pieces. I see. Well, at least at this point in the story, they seem to be in a pretty good position to do that. What sorcery is this? Likely the work of our mage. Or likely the work of... Or yeah, our mage. The one we're looking for. It pulses with a queer light. Up above, it's the mage. The grimoire, it's a trap. Oh, holy crap. Apparently he does quite a bit of damage. Oh, damn you. Sugzagil Kai, are you injured? How disappointing. I had hoped to finish this quickly. Not that I expect you will live much longer. Cut down the assassins quickly, but beware that mage. These magics are not to be trifled with. I guess we have to kill these guys first. Oh, we summon more things. Unholy grimoire. Where did that monstrosity come from? Over there, look, that grimoire is the source. I will hold the beasts at bay. Genlin's Kai destroyed the grimoire. Oh, it just keeps summoning more of them. Okay. This guy certainly had a lot of tricks. You've done well. You never flinched from your duty. You followed the path you knew you had to take, and you showed us what it means to be a paladin. And you even managed to prize the scales from Genlin's eyes while you were at it. It's been an honor to know you and to watch you grow. In any case, today's battle should have blunt the Monetary's dagger, at least for a while. They'll think twice before sending assassins after the Sultan Sworn again. I trust you will see to this mess, Jedlins. Yes, sir. I mean, Captain. Please, return to the capital. Take up your command again. The burden, it is too much for the likes of me. The Monetaries may have stolen Oathkeeper, but oaths are not forged in steel. They are sworn in the heart. You never betrayed your oaths, Jedlins, and as for your leadership, well, ask this paladin if he learned anything from you. No matter what the circumstances, once a man has left the Sultan's Sworn, he cannot return. No, I followed my own path, and on it I will stay. I have followed you since the day I vowed to join the ranks of the Sultan's Sworn. Has the time come for me to stop following and begin to lead? Thank you for coming. Once again, you have placed me in your debt. See me in the city when you return. I will have something for you. Huh. You have kept your oath and awoken the memories of Paladin's past. Alright. Well, I guess, Soxigil, I think that's his name, right? Yeah. I guess he's just gonna go do his own thing. He's like, peace, somehow I've been Sultan Sworn long enough. Alright, I guess we just go back now. The Garlean middle name is a rank thing, too. It changes throughout someone's life as they achieve different things. Van is Legatus's middle name. Toll is his second in command, etc., etc. Oh, I see. Interesting. It's like they have their... Are they like a very... I guess they're a very militaristic culture then. If they like their naming convention shifts based on what their rank is. I still don't know too much about Garleans. Although there's a few, like, friendly Garleans, I guess. Like a Cid and, oh, what is that guy's name? Arenvald, I think? I think that's his name. They've got a whole system. There's an optional piece of text in one of the dungeons in Heavensward that lays it out, but it's easy to miss. Huh. I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for it then. Welcome, Paladin. These have been troubled times for the Sultan's Sworn, and you have served us loyally. You did what was just, followed the Paladin way, and defended the weak and needy. You are a true Oathkeeper. Honor and right were yours from the very beginning, and that is what made you strong enough to defeat me. The sword Oathkeeper has yet to be found, but I have come to realize that I do not need it, nay, not to lead the Sultan's Sworn, nor to restore our good name. The oaths we keep are in our hearts, not in hollowed blades. Soxigil has left to wander the nations of Eorzea. He is a man of honor, and unless I am very much mistaken, he will continue to look for the sword that was gifted by our ruler centuries ago. I shall continue to serve Ul'dah as one of the Sultan's Sworn. You shall defend the people of Eorzea as a free paladin. Our paths diverge now, but we shall forever be bound by the oaths we keep in our hearts. But listen to me, noble words aren't much good to an adventurer who has to face monsters and menaces out in the real world. Fortunately, I have something that will serve you rather better. This sacred armor has been kept within the Sultan's Sworn for many generations. It was given only to those Sultan's Sworn who had, through feats of arms and deeds of great courage, earned the privilege to wear it. But something tells me that for the first time since it left the armorer's forge, this armor should go to someone who is not of the Sultan's Sworn. If I allowed myself to be a slave to tradition, then the paladin who deserves it the most would never wear it. Now wouldn't that be a waste of a fine plate? Just one thing, if anyone asks where you got it, you mustn't say it was me. Alright. A gallant surcoat. But of course we also get Valor Armor Coffer, so it completely overrides this and effectively turns this into a glamour piece, I guess. But still, it's nice to get it. Also, the connection to the server was lost, so I guess we'll have to claim that reward later? Question mark? Oh, my entire internet died again. Okay, well, the recording is still going, so... this maybe will keep going here and it might come back. I might have to restart it though, because I'm not sure what's going on exactly. This is the second time this week that it's going out. Which is kind of annoying. I don't know how long I intend to fill dead air before I go try and resolve this. I mean, ideally I should go try and resolve it right now. Maybe that would be best. I don't know if I should like leave the recording running though, if that would be kind of dumb. Maybe I should like just, I don't know, go try and resolve it and maybe leave the recording running. There's gonna be a lot of dead air though, if I go and do that. Maybe it'd be best to just end the recording and the stream now and then wait for it to come back and then start it up again. That's probably best. We'll probably do that. Because otherwise, I'm going to go try and fix it, and if it doesn't work, then that'll just be a lot of dead air for no reason. But yeah, anyways, so I guess just for the recording, we're done with the paladin stuff, it looks like. Luckily, we got through all the dialogue before the connection dropped. And so yeah, in the same session, I guess, I mean, you can just jump to the next part, right? It should be there. Either tonight or tomorrow, I guess, we'll be continuing with the main story quest. So, yeah, I guess stay tuned for that. Anyways, if you're watching the recording, thank you for watching. Hope it was interesting. And, yeah, see you for the next one. Whenever that is. I'm going to go now. See you later.